Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? It's your boy Frank with another DIY. Today I will be working on this 320D BMW F30, which is leaking the valve covers. As you saw right there, I was just showing the brittle hose it's broken, and you might be seeing that we have a lot of leaks around the engine. So stay tuned, let's start working on this rig. Being said, the first thing that we did was to actually remove all the plastic trims, and on this vehicle we had a lot of plastic covers, and then we were able to see exposed the fuel rail. You can see it on the right, which is being held by those two clamps, and also you have the hose that comes from the fuel pump to connect to the fuel rail. And then from the fuel rail you have all your lines that go through your injectors. So we'll need to remove that in order to expose. Also, there is this electrical connection on the left that we'll need to undo, and of course we'll need to remove all the electrical connectors to the injectors themselves. So as you can see right there, we managed to remove the injector rail and also the lines feeding the injectors, plus their electrical connections. And what we did also was to lay them on the ground in an order that will make easier to us to put back together. And as usual, the first injector, the second injector are loose, but the third one is stuck. So on those N47 engines, usually the third one is the most difficult to remove. But after all the struggle, we managed to remove all the injectors, and you guys can see how the injector seats are looking right there. This is the third injector. Let me get my camera to focus. And yeah, the third injector was difficult to remove, because I believe you can just see right there how dirty, contaminated that injector was. And trust me, those valve covers, when they start to fail and you see them leaking outside, the probability is high that you might be leaking also from the inside, and you might see how it was looking on this specific injector. And after that, we had everything laying around on the floor, and we were just appreciating how was the third injector contaminated. So we had everything pretty much organized for make it easier on our cleanup. So next step, we still have to remove the bolts. So basically you can see those E-Torx, I think it's a E12, I mean it's not an E12. Also you have those T-Torx on the top of the valve cover you will have to remove, and on the back also you have an 8mm that you will need to remove, and on the side you have more E12 Torx that you will need to remove, and of course on the front side. So after you're done with that, you see that they will not come out completely. So with that you will be able to wiggle your valve cover until you remove it. So just be careful, because remember, those engines, the timing is done from the back. So with that you might have some challenges to remove, because the back is very tight, and also you have the sprockets sitting right there on the back. So take your time, take it easy, and be gentle, and it should come just straight away. So I'm gonna time lapse so you guys can enjoy the process. And just like that, oof, we managed to remove the valve cover, and that was a very pleasing moment. So as you can see, you have all the gunk around the valve cover that you guys are seeing over there, and man, it was very filthy. So here exposed you have your cams right there, and I believe the service on this car was not very well done before. You can see that we have a little bit of sludge on this engine. I think this is because they were not respecting the oil change interval but at least the engine was healthy. So what we did was to proceed with our work. So once we have everything removed, it was time to start to remove the old gaskets. And one funny thing that we noticed is that someone previously tried to fix this, and what he did was just to play with some RTV in order to fix the leaks, which is not ideal at all. So what we are going to do is just to put some new seals and ensure that everything looks okay. And you can see we removed them and we are cleaning up the valve cover. And in case if you're wondering, this is the part number of the gaskets that we used to replace the old ones. Next, you will be able to see that we managed to clean up, and oh man, it was beautiful. We managed to clean up all the injector seats, as you guys may be seeing over there, to ensure that when we inserted back the injectors, everything looks good. Also, we did clean up the injectors, although the third injector had so much carbon buildup that some of them was not coming out anymore, but we did our best to remove it. So as you can see right there, we have everything back on the car, because basically from there was just to do the reverse order of what we did initially during the moment that we removed all the things. So the next step was just to start up the car, check for any leaks, and see if everything looks good, which actually we did with success. As you can see, the car was running at that point. We just let it run a little bit because the service was actually overdue on this vehicle. And since we messed it up with the valve covers, to avoid any contamination, we ensured that to replace the oil filter and of course the engine oil with the OEM spec. And as you can see, that is how the old filter was looking. After that, we just took the car for a quick test drive, and man, the car was so smooth, and we were so happy with the results, and I believe the owner also will be happy with that. So that's it, folks. Those were the final results, as you guys may be seeing over there after all the cleanup. And if you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to like, leave your comments, subscribe, and we will see you around. Cheers.